And if I could segue into the other day, I went hiking and now they got a little fruit guy, down by the bottom of the hill. It's a Mexican. Okay, maybe he's Guatemalan. I don't know. I don't want to piss anybody off, but he's got the fruit. Where you chop up the fruit and just hand you in a cup, right? I go to pay him some cash, and he's like, "You got no Venmo?" I'm like, "Motherfucker, I'm trying to buy some fruit from you. Are you too stupid to take my money?" I think we covered this in my book, but he's like, I said, "Yeah, I have Venmo, but my password's written down at the house, dude. Fucking, either you're gonna give me the fruit for free, or I'm gonna give you 20, and you're not gonna give me any change, and you're gonna owe me fruit, or I'm just gonna clock you over your fucking head and take your fruit." And then if I could. I'm sorry, dude. I need to get some shit off my chest this morning.
Get it
I'm
off.
walking the dog. I know I'm getting older. I'm turning into my grandpa. I'm walking the dog down 7 o'clock this morning, dude. 7 a.m. I understand, dude. I understand. I live right in the heart of Hollywood. I get it. There's a lot going on, right? But it's 7 a.m., right? You don't need to be playing your music so goddamn loud.
You're not
in
even
your
supposed
car
to be up at 7
7
a.m.
in the morning on a Sunday.
No, it's your fault.
And
That's your bad, bro.
Dude, I always get up early, Well, and not only that, she's out of town, so I got the dog, so I'm dog sitting, and and it's just like, and the funny thing is I've noticed is people that like to blast their tunes and their fucking Bluetooths at the gym and up at the hiking trails always listen to the worst fucking music, like listen to something better than
you're officially old. It's okay. Secondly, those people that are blasting music at 7 a.m. on a Sunday are the people that are still partying from Saturday night, and they're probably on all sorts of stimulants, and they're just getting their asses home. They've got their egg McMuffins. They've got the extra hash brown. They're on their way back to Los Feliz, and you'll never hear from them again until like Tuesday.
Well, what's funny is I was talking to my chick on the phone this morning, and she's like, I can remember a certain someone who would be blasting tunes at 7 in the morning with a pile of cocaine on the coffee table. And I'm like, who would that be? So I'm just like, look in the mirror, asshole. But yeah, dude, officially, like, I just like everything's pissing me off. Like this morning, I saw a commercial, dude. Have you seen the one for the Skechers? Are you still putting on your shoes with your hands? I'm like, is this where we're coming to, dude? Just like, have you seen that one yet?
No, man. Was that for some sort of slide?
You haven't seen that commercial?
Slide shoot. I don't watch. I don't even have TV.
Are you still?
I don't even watch.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, but I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know putting on my shoes was a like a pain in the ass. But are you still wiping your ass after you shit?
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the podcast. We haven't done an official intro because who cares? We're just here. Joining me from Los Angeles, we used to do Free Pizza and Vodka podcast. We should probably bring that back, bro, for like audio purposes. Get it over with, and just because I was at lunch today, and the host of lunch, she says, "Yeah, I want to do." She wants to start a podcast. She's like, I want to start a podcast where I can just rant. I have some shit I want to get off my chest. So I was like, we used to have a podcast like that, and I'm going to be podcasting with this fucker in about an hour, or a couple hours. So, yeah, that's where we are, guys. So thanks for listening. If you're listening, we might get this up on video, depending on how this particular app works, and even if my webcam stays up. So I spent the 20 minutes, half an hour before the show trying to find my other webcam, which I have no idea where it is, and this one was giving me the business, as we say. So hopefully all works out in the end. So. How's
the business? Were you giving him the business, Beaver?
I'm totally going to name my dog Beaver. If I get a boy, I'm calling it Beaver. I was either thinking that or Brooklyn. I haven't decided. I really like Brooklyn, but I've been watching a lot of Leave It to Beaver. So, yeah. What's life like out there, man?
It's a great show.
I haven't been to California in a while, and I see a lot of strikeage and a lot of chaos. Educate the world.
Yeah, dude. Well, we're us SAG actors. We're on strike right now, so basically everything's shut down. They're still letting us do commercials. SAG's letting us do those, but I'm not doing any of those either. Just because, it's not because I'm fighting the good fight. It's because I haven't been able to book anything for a while. But Yeah, dude. So the writers, the actors are on strike. And there's a lot of sympathy strikes we're getting from other unions, which is good. The hotel workers are about to go on strike, I think. So, I mean, I think it's really awesome that we're seeing a good labor movement. You know what I'm saying? Because it's ridiculous just how shitty, the middle class has shrunk pretty much, over the past 40 years or so. And it's cool that people are kind of standing up, like at Starbucks and all that stuff. They're trying to unionize and all that. I think it's great, man. But LA, I'll tell you right now, the current situation in LA, dude, is fucking Florida. So the old saying in Southern California is we don't pay for the real estate, we pay for the weather. Okay, right? You know what we got going now? It was raining this morning, and now it's hot and muggy. And I'm like, look, dude, if you're gonna have shit Florida, North Carolina weather, I want North Carolina and Florida rent rates, and I want some good barbecue and some Brunswick stew. So that's where we're at here in California. But things are looking up because today is kickoff Sunday up there. But dude, have you heard about the whole YouTube bullshit?
No, fire away. Educate me.
With the DirecTV package.
No.
Okay, so you remember how if you had DirecTV, you just got the NFL Sunday ticket for $300 a year or something, right?
Right.
Well, YouTube bought the rights to that. So DirecTV still has the bars and restaurants. But if you want to get it at home now you got to get YouTube TV and all this other bullshit. And it's really pissed me off because I don't need any more shit. I'm not a stream guy. Why would you take a fucking invention that's so perfect like TV and I turn on the remote and I change the channels and it's great. And now you're like, oh no, you got to stream this and stream that. And I've tried the stream TV thing at other people's houses, and it sucks. It's like you can't kick back, flip channels, any of that. And sometimes it sounds like you're watching a game in the aquarium. It's like, I'm leaving the house, unfortunately, today to go watch the Bears. I'd like to be at home, but so I'm heading up because I'm now a member of the Hollywood American Legion up on Highland. I don't know if you remember that place. Up by the Hollywood Bowl.
Right. So what the hell does that mean? You go there to watch the game?
You remember it?
No, I'm not familiar with it. You say it's there, but I would have no reason to know about the
Legion. It's been there since the 20s or something like that. It's like a really cool old building, but it's the Hollywood American Legion, man. It's like, it started as a place for veterans. It's kind of like a VFW. But they have them all over like the country.
I'm not in the military.
Veterans.
Why would I know about that?
I've always wanted to join because.
Why would I know about that place?
Well, everybody, you're from the Midwest, dude. They probably have them on every corner. But it's a place for vets to get together, play cards, cheap food, cheap drinks, stuff like that. And I always wanted to join because they do a lot of stuff for the community and they have a lot of benefits. But I'm like, I'm not a veteran, and. Long story short, somebody's like, well, you could join the Sons of the American Legion. So I looked into it, and since my dad and my grandfather were veterans, I got to join. It's actually really cool, and we're actually having a luau next week for the victims of the Maui fires at the Legion. We do a lot of work for the community, but here's the best part. I mean, I'm being kind of selfish on this. So I go to my first meeting back in April, and there's a really cool Art Deco bar in the basement, like where all these like John Wayne and all these guys used to hang out, or like Humphrey Bogart and all these guys. And you have to be a member to get into that bar, right? You cannot just walk in there. So I sit down, order a Jack on the Rocks, actually a double Jack on the Rocks. What do you think the bartender tells me? I said, how much is that? You're in Hollywood, dude. So like, what do you think it's going to be?
And this is at the Legion?
Yeah, this is at the Legion.
God, our lag is fucking atrocious. I don't know. $6
right?
bucks? $6.
$3.
Nice.
I'm like, maybe I shouldn't join this place. Yeah, so it's really cool. I dig it, but that's where I'm gonna head up and watch the Bears because they got the football and free food today and all that stuff. And but yeah, that's what's going on here, man. Other than that, just trying to stay busy. I started a new thing with my book.
Well, let's stick on football. Let's stick on football.
Already,
let's stick on football.
Go to Amazon and
hey, let's stick with football. You're jumping all over the fucking place. Yeah, you're all over the place. We're not expounding on jack shit. So
I know, right? I'm so excited, dude. It's kickoff Sunday.
What do you got for this season? Who do you think? Because the guy that I had lunch with today, he's a Bears fan. So I gave him my condolences early. And he made some really good barbecue, though. So that was what was up. What do you think's going to happen? You already said you think the Bears are going to suck this season. I'm hearing good things from Detroit, but I've not watched the game yet. So don't tell me too much. I think they already played, right?
Yeah, Thursday night.
Yeah, I didn't.
Did you not know the score or anything yet?
No, I didn't even know that they started on Thursday night on week 1. I don't know what happened.
Oh, okay.
So I'll watch that one. I'll watch that one probably tomorrow, but I'll watch a live game today. I'll probably watch your game today just to see Chicago. This lag is atrocious.
Yeah, dude. Well, you know me, I'm a Bears fan, so every season you got fingers, right?
Yeah, shit.
You got hey baby, Wrigley just came in, but you know I'm like, oh man, they made some good off-season moves. Let's go Bears. But then like I watched the starters playing in the preseason game 3, and I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna win a game. You know, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if Justin Fields is the guy. I don't know, man. But I'm hoping. Prove me wrong. But yeah, I don't know, man, because it would really suck to see. The Packers have owned the Bears for the past, 15 years or whatever it's been, 20 years. And I would just love to see that end, man. It's really, you know, as you kind of like your Michigan, Ohio State. If you only win one game, you know what I'm saying? Just make sure it's that one, you know?
Right.
So I don't know. Let's see what the Bears do at 1:30. I'm positive. I'm positive right now. You know, I'm thinking undefeated. Prove me wrong.
You are always thinking undefeated, which is a very good mindset to have. It's very good to be that positive, even though you know that's never going to fucking happen. But I wish you all the best with regards to that. Detroit is going to be dominating the division this year, I believe, because Green Bay has been in the way of everybody for quite a while because of Aaron Rodgers. And Minnesota's never really had a team. And Detroit's never really had a team. And they kind of have a team now. And Chicago's kind of been in the middle.
Yeah, and Detroit did look good on Thursday night. And a lot of people are like, oh, well, if the Chiefs had Kelsey, this and that, blah, blah. I'm like, dude, that's not the way it works. You know, you know, if the Bears had Tom Brady, they'd be 6. I don't know. But anyway, speaking, if I can piggyback on the Aaron Rodgers thing, dude, I got a feeling the Jets are going to be scary this year, dude. No. Unfortunately, because I mean, I hate Aaron Rodgers, but I watched him in preseason. I watched him on Hard Knocks, and he's got a chip on his shoulder bad, and they spent a lot of money, and I mean, they're good, dude. I think the Jets are going to be good, and we'll see them Monday night against the Bills.
Oh, cool.
That's should be a great game.
So they play Monday night. That's exciting. I'll definitely watch that on Tuesday because it'll be super duper late here. I don't know if I'm not really familiar with the Jets team. So as a whole, do they have a team?
Dude, they're solid. They went and spent a ton of cash, and yeah, dude, they brought in Randall Cobb from Green Bay for Brett Favre. They signed Dalvin Cook for the backfield. Their defense is sick. It's just I think they're. I think they're. I hate to say it because I hate that Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if they took the Super Bowl.
Wow, that's.
If the Bears don't, you know what I'm saying? Like if the Bears' flight is delayed, you know what I'm saying?
That's a mighty bold prediction. So do you think that
like if the Bears' bus breaks down,
do you think Aaron Rodgers is the new Tom Brady then? Because Brady's done, right?
Yeah, he's done.
Fuck this lag.
Yes, yeah, I'm not a fan of this one, but hey, at least I got another password I had to write down.
Fucking delete
it. So I got that going for me. I wouldn't be surprised I don't think he. Okay, put it this way: Aaron Rodgers, if he wins the Super Bowl this year, I think he walks away. I don't think he tries to come back again like Tom Brady does. You know, I think he rides off into the sunset. That's what I'm thinking. But I think he's definitely got a different attitude. He's got a chip on his shoulder, and you know, I think the Jets could win the Super Bowl, but I'm hoping they don't win a fucking game because fuck Aaron Rodgers. You know
wow. So
he is torment long enough.
He is the new Tom Brady for you. Then that's what I mean. What I mean by that is that you seem to be part of team or were part of team anti-Brady because you were quite the Brady hater because he was doing so good.
No, I was. My thing was it was cool to see what we saw with all the championships, but it's like, motherfucker, go away. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, it's cool that we're witnessing this dynasty and this history, and then he goes to another team and wins. But I'm like, enough's enough, motherfucker. It's kind of like it's like as much as I love the Rolling Stones, it's like, can you stay home? You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
like,
they're so
you're 105
bored.
years old.
They're they're bored.
Just give somebody else a shot.
They're bored. What are you gonna do when you're the Rolling Stones? You've been everywhere. I mean, come on. They're bored. They want to go on the road. They want to get away from their wives. They want to have some me
I'll tell you
time.
what I'd do with $1 million. Nothing. No, dude. You don't need $1 million to do that. Look at my cousin; he's broke. He don't do shit.
That's crazy.
But yeah, dude, I don't know, man. We'll see what happens with Aaron Rodgers back in the saddle.
Yeah, that's much better. So, yeah, I mean,
yeah, it is.
It's a stepping stone. You start off at the in the NFL, and then fuck it, man. You go and
Well, that's one of those things too that kind of pisses me off. Like when people like just keep laying a golden egg. You know what I'm saying? It's like a million of us. Oh, you know that everybody on the planet is just hoping to get one thing that we can make $1 gazillion at and everything. And then you got these motherfuckers. It's like, well, after my 15-year NFL career where I made $100 million, I've decided to become a stand-up comedian. And it's like, and then they get like deals, and it's just like, oh man, what, like, what the hell?
The world is designed for those few people to just automatically just win. So it's
right.
It's kind of like how Eminem was so successful in hip hop. I mean, Eminem's really good, but because he's white, the system is set up for him to win anyway. Because
here we go. We got to talk about the white man in the system.
Always. What are you talking about? So, the white man, no good. So they have
kill the white devil. Don't shoot till you see the whites of their eyes. Whose eyes?
Go watch Fear of a Black Hat, you guys. If you don't know what that shit's all about, you're missing out some dope references. But most of the time, that when it comes to buying, at least during the time when Eminem was out, just coming out, when it came to buying like CDs, buying tickets to go to concerts, all that stuff is like 80% bought by people that weren't black. So when you come into hip hop and you come into hip hop, we support hip hop, all right, because that's a genre that's cultural. But we're not buying the music. It's usually the white kid in the suburb. Because when I lived in Michigan, I worked at a place called Harmony House. You might know Harmony House from way back in the day. I don't know if you had it where you grew up, but
sounds like a drug and alcohol recovery center.
And so it was a record store, and we had Ticketmaster and blah blah blah. So, but I worked there over a Christmas holiday, and these women came in. I think it was 1993 going into 94. So I was 20 years old, and these women came in. They were probably in their late 20s, early 30s. They were buying CDs for their kids for Christmas, or their niece and nephew. And she's like, yeah, my nephew wants a copy of Snoop Dogg Doggy Style. And I'm like, how old is your nephew? And she's like, he's like 13. I was like, you don't want to give Doggy Style to a 13-year-old boy.
Why not? Teach him young.
I can't give you this. I'm just like, look, there's on the back, you can look at the CD and tell what's going on the inside. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I like the Doggy Style.
No, I hear what you're saying too, dude, because I grew up in the affluent suburbs of South Charlotte, North Carolina, right? And so we all wore, like cardigan sweaters and Gap khakis and Timberland chukka boots, but we would be rolling around bumping NWA, 2 Live Crew, the Ghetto Boys, thinking we were hard, dude. Like, we were the furthest thing from the ghetto you could get. We had big brick houses and golf courses and everything. But I just lost your video there. But anyway.
Yeah. I'm don't worry about it.
So, yeah, dude. So, but yeah, it was us white kids that were buying up all this stuff, And,
right.
thinking we were, I still have, like, all these albums. But, like, it's just because, like, we didn't, like, to us, it was like something like, kind of like, I would say, like, when our parents were, like, getting in trouble for listening to rock and roll, that was kind of our way of, like, I mean, I'm a big rock and roll guy. I love all that. I like all music. But to us, it kind of felt like, okay, motherfucker, yeah, like, our parents hated it. So let's listen to, Eazy-E and shit like that.
Right. So
you're right, dude. That shit's set up for white kids, like a motherfucker.
So when you had
for real though,
when you had a rapper of your own background in the game, that was good. I'm not knocking him at all because he was good. He's not good anymore. Are
you trying to say Vanilla Ice wasn't?
Yes, exactly. Vanilla Ice was trash, dude, and you know it. Don't even say that name on this.
Come on, dude. He waxed chumps like candles.
Yeah. So the situation was set up for him to win, which is fine, but I don't even know why I started going down this path with this.
But we were talking about people that just keep laying golden eggs.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying?
So that's all right. So this system is set up for those people to win. So that was why I stopped podcasting for a while too, because I don't like to consider myself an OG, but I kind of am. At least I've been podcasting since I got fired illegally by Apple while I was getting my divorce situated back in 2014 or 15 or something like that. So
has it been that long?
Yeah, it's been that long. So I've never had a job. I've not worked in a minute. So
Worm, I'm broke these days. Come on, Worm. I be trying to.
But
I don't think you're applying yourself, Smokey.
So, damn it, you made me forget my train of thought completely now of that. But
I think I forgot mine too.
I don't even remember what I was saying. Sorry, folks.
You're talking about your divorce and you started podcasting and you stopped for a while and you're an OG.
Podcast. Yeah, the gatekeepers and all that bullshit. So these people that are then going off to play football, from playing football to being podcasters or to be, open a chain of chicken stores like Billy Sims or some shit, it's set up for them to win. So that's one of the reasons why I stopped podcasting for a while, is because I was podcasting when there were just a handful of podcasts, right? Everybody had a podcast, but it was low key. And then once we went into lockdown, everybody had a fucking podcast. People were buying microphones. You're locked in the house. I get it. It makes sense. But the market became so saturated. You're just like, oh, this is not good. But that's when like people like Conan O'Brien are like, yeah, I'm going to do a podcast. And Conan's got a built-in audience, right? Good for him. Yeah. That's fine. He's got 6 million people or whatever that are going to listen to his pod. Whereas I got like 6. Gotta build it from there. So yeah, it's
like quit hogging up all the fucking work, man. It's like, I just like, here's another thing. I'm not going to name names here, dude, but like, and I get it. You get to you get to a certain level of stand-up comedy where you kind of earn the right to just pop in and work material at these clubs when they're packed on a Saturday night. But you know what, dude? You're already there. You got a gazillion in the bank. What do you need to come into that motherfucker? Just have your ego stroked. There's so many super, super famous people that, dude, they just come in to have their ego stroked and stand on the stage. And half the time, I've been there, dude. I've been bumped. Half the time, the shit they're doing isn't even funny. It's just fucking, they get laughs because they're super famous and they need to have their ego stroked. So they're up on stage for like a half hour, 40 minutes, taking stage time from somebody that really could use it. You know what I'm saying? And that shit really pisses me off. Like, I'm just going to come in here and dude, and I've seen it a million times. These guys are going to be like, oh, what else y'all want to talk about? So what should I talk about? What you want to talk about? What should we talk about? Like, shut the fuck up, dude. Write a joke and then come back. But yeah, shit like that. I mean, I get it. You get to a certain level where you kind of earned that right. But dude, I'm gonna tell you this right now, dude. Put me 10 million in the bank. You're never gonna see me at the fucking Laugh Factory popping in, dude. I'm out.
Really?
No.
You're done.
No. Done.
Wow.
I would, you know what, dude? After writing the book, I still love performing, but I kind of, after actually sitting down to write a book, I found that just a little more enjoyable.
Do you think you'll write another book?
I'm already started.
Have you?
Yeah. It's I think we have page and a half yet, but yeah, no, I've just, like, when I finished up that one last year, I'm like, I don't think I can do this again, dude. It's just the writing part and all that was a lot of fun, but like just the work of finishing it, like the editing and the back and forth and all that bullshit, it was way more than like producing a comedy special and stuff. It just, you wouldn't think that, because there's so many different, with the comedy special, there's audio, video, all that bullshit. But this was just like, it was just, I had no idea how much work it would be to put out a book. But now all of a sudden it's been, it came out in October, so now it's been almost a year. It's like, I'm kind of getting the itch again, you know? So, because it's nice to just sit and write.
You should be podcasting like all of the time, dude, especially you could just do like episodes based off of your chapters in your book, just from like the stories. Each chapter could be a new episode.
Well, I'm on kind of piggybacking on that. I'm doing little videos now on all my social media at Jonas Garvin. Once again, that tag is at Jonas Garvin, where people are sending in their Amazon reviews, and I'm reading those. I'm doing quick little, because we have such a short attention span society now. Anything longer than 30 seconds is not going to get played or heard. So I'm doing that right now. And so if you're listening and you haven't bought the book yet, go buy it, you cheap fuck. But then put a review on Amazon and how's that for salesmanship, right? Like, hey, you fucking cunts, go buy my book.
It's like what's his name? Frank Rizzo that calls those cars. He's like, yeah,
what do you want me to sell?
What do you want me to sell there, Paul? You want me to sell cars? I'll come up there, I'll sell them silly.
Yeah, I had a little problem up there in Middletown. I had to get out of there. The guy come in, you don't know if you want to buy the car. I grab his head and I fucking crack it against the fucking car. You buy this fucking car. Fucking, I don't really run that kind of operation. Well, I got to eat. See, the kids today don't know the joy of the jerky boys, man. We've done a total throwback episode today, man.
Yeah, sometimes you have to. So the place where I went to lunch today, I went to this spot, and a friend of my friend's friend, her husband has this man cave in their house. It's pretty dope. It kind of reminded me a little bit of 40-Year-Old Virgin, because he had a load of like Star Wars toys, like a ton of them.
Oh, and, with the masturbation chair? Or no, that's not it. I'm thinking of I Love You, Man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's not that movie. But yeah, he's got all this super dope stuff, all these toys and comic or movies. He's got this massive DVD collection, bro. It's so dope. And then you go into the next room, which used to be, it looks like the garage or a shed off the side of the house or something. And he's got like this 80 fucking inch TV and movie theater sound speakers attached to the wall and shit. I'm like, yeah, well, I gotta come watch some football. And this is a Chicago fan, so I'm like, yeah, I gotta come watch the game with this.
Is he from here?
No, he's not.
Or is he British?
No, wait, oh man, see, I got a little bit of a buzz right now, ladies and gentlemen, so I don't remember shit. But no, he's got family in Ann Arbor. I think it was his mom, he said, was from Ann Arbor. Fuck, why am I blanking on this? But he's got family.
So he's British.
Yeah. But he's been there, and they went to Chicago and or they didn't go to Ann Arbor, but they went to Chicago and then they went over to San Diego just last year. So But yeah, he's a big football fan, so I'm looking forward to.
I can see that because I hear that a lot about people that aren't from America. They come over for a visit and they'll go to a football game or a baseball game or a basketball game, whatever, or and they just become instant fans. It's like my friends from New Zealand were just here for a visit, and my buddy Tim, he's actually from Chicago. His wife's from New Zealand, and he's like, you cannot get that type of high profile. I mean, they have basketball and all that bullshit, but like, it's nothing like, I mean, dude, we have the top of the top of the top here in America, as far as sports goes, unless you're talking like soccer or, but like, I'm talking like football, baseball, basketball, we have the best athletes in the world. And it's kind of like, so I could totally see somebody coming from over.
You got some of the best.
No,
I won't say
I'm talking.
These rugby motherfuckers are some bad motherfuckers. I mean,
no, they are. But what I'm saying is, in like the major sports, if you want to, this is the place to be. This is the Hollywood for entertainment. America's for pro sports.
Yeah.
So I can totally see, dude. If you never been here and you come over, I mean, think about it, bro. I don't know if you've ever been to Wrigley Field, but like, if I'm like. I mean, dude, I got a hard on for Wrigley Field. I know I'm a Cubs fan, but like, there's nothing like a day at Wrigley Field.
Yeah,
so if you,
I'm on some fuck Chicago shit, bro. I have been for a long time. I've never had a nice time in Chicago. Where
the hell did you go?
One time. I've been there 3 times. The first time I went to visit a friend named Kim, who I knew from back home. And she was out there working, she was a few years older than me. And I had a crush on her. I went out there and then found out that she was fucking lesbian, which I didn't know at the time. So she was the first lesbian I ever met. And her girlfriend was...
Did you still hit it?
No. Her girlfriend was leaving when I got there. I didn't know I created all this tension. I didn't know it was her girlfriend until and we were cool. So I don't know.
I would have been like, let me watch at least. I came all this way.
I was just stupid, teenager. I was just amazed and enjoying the fact that I could actually sit on the beach with my Sony Sports Walkman headphones on, drinking a Dos Equis that I bought from the liquor store with no ID, and singing at the top of my lungs on the beach, and nobody gave a shit. So that was
on Lake Michigan.
Yeah, exactly. That was the cool part of it.
It's awesome.
The second time I went to Chicago, I was visiting another friend from back home, and she was a nurse now, or maybe she was in nursing school. So I drove out there, and then I parked downtown. I wanted to go shop this gym, and because she's at work or whatever, so I got time. Park my car, go looking for this gym, can't find this gym, get back to my car's gone. Long story less long, I get to the impound place, and I didn't know it was run by the mob. So I go in there, and this 6'3" Italian guy from behind the counter, fucking, hey Frank, we're looking for a green Mazda MX-6. He's like, yeah, we don't have your car. And I'm like, shit, you haven't impounded my car? He's like, no, we don't got your car. So we finally figure out. He's like, oh yeah, I was parked on this street. He's like, yeah, they're cleaning the street over there or some shit. He's like, it's been towed. And he's like, we moved it to First Avenue or some shit, or State Street. That's what it was. I moved it over to State Street. It's 2 blocks north. I'm like, you just moved my car 2 blocks north? He's like, yeah, they're cleaning the streets over there. I'm like, how would I know that you just moved my car 2 blocks north? Was I supposed to just randomly walk around town and
you got to read the signs.
No. There weren't no signs. The signs were like at the end of the quarter mile away on either side. There was definitely nothing. I didn't see it, and because
I know in the Midwest, dude, like in the winter, like if you park on certain sides of the street, you're fucked when they got a snow plow. You remember that?
You in with the snow.
Yeah.
But so I say, so you just moved my car, and was supposed to just wander around downtown Chicago and hope to stumble across my car. He says, "What did you want us to do? Leave you a note?" I was like,
yeah, right here, fucking jag off.
And there's these two young kids. I was probably about 23 at this point, so there were these two like 18, 19-year-olds, this black girl and her boyfriend or brother, whatever. and they're just laughing because they know that this guy's the mafia and I'm just being a dick, and this guy could probably have me floating in the river by sundown. So I get to my car. They towed my car to a no parking zone where they were tearing down a house and re-blacktopping the road. So now my brand new Mazda MX-6 has asphalt melting into the windshield as the house right next door to where they left it is being demolished, and they towed it to a no fucking parking zone and gave me a parking ticket. And that's why
more money.
So no, I don't fuck with Chicago.
Well, no, I think it's you, dude, because you got some bad luck with cars. Since I've known you.
So great luck with cars, man. I don't even get me started on that car. I have bad luck with people that I allow to manage my car. My cars are great. It's the people that I come across that are fucked up. So like that guy, we're not talking about that car. That car's probably. We're not talking about that car. We're just not. We're going on a different topic before I actually buy a ticket. Get on a plane.
He's been drinking. He might get on a plane right now. I'm gonna have to choke a motherfucker.
Come back there and just dog walk this guy. This Jacksonville, Indianapolis Colts game is pretty good if you decide to watch replay games.
No, I've just got the red zone going, but I did see that the who's playing the Steelers are getting their asses whipped right now. I think it's by Jackson. No, the Niners, 17-0.
Yeah, and there's Baltimore and Houston. I should be watching that one as well.
Yeah.
So who's down in Tampa Bay now? Since Brady decided, since I got divorced, I'm gonna.
Oh damn it! Baker Mayfield.
Oh really?
Yeah, dude. They named him, and you know what, dude? A lot of people hate on him, but I'm like, all he did was at least he took the Browns to the playoffs, which they hadn't been in since the 40s or some shit. And that was sarcasm because I can remember the infamous Elway games back in the 80s when Cleveland would be celebrating. Remember those? Those were great. There's like 90 seconds left on the clock, and Elway would take the Broncos down. You remember my buddy Jeremy that lives next door? Yeah. Okay, so. If you just bring up John Elway or the Broncos, he has like PTSD because he's from Cleveland, and he says that so when the Browns were like a minute and a half away from going to the Super Bowl, I think it was like 87 or 88, right? And like Dad's celebrating and everything like that. And then as Elway is marching the team down the field, he said his old man is hitting him with beer bottles in the head. So he won't drink Rolling Rock or PBR because he's got PTSD. And you say, like, he'll be over later this afternoon for football. And all I got to do is say John Elway. He just kind of like fucking has that twitch, because he doesn't want to get clocked in the back of the head. Yeah, exactly, dude. But yeah, Baker Mayfield, he's the guy down there now. So I don't know how they're up 3-0 over the Vikes, which is good. Because I hate the Vikings. Well, I hate the Vikings, the Packers, the Lions. And the thing is too, I want to root for the Lions because they've been shitty for so long. But at the same time, they're in the Bears division. So I mean, I'd like to root for them.
There's a conflict.
We'll see what happens.
There's a conflict of interest. We get it. That makes sense. But
yeah.
It is what it is.
Well, no, you want to. Like I said, like I wrote in the book, I just want to live long enough to see a Lions-Browns Super Bowl, and then I've seen the Cubs win the World Series, I've seen the Bears win the Super Bowl, I've seen all this shit fucking live through a pandemic. Once you got the Lions-Browns Super Bowl, that's it. Let's just implode the earth because it's over. Then there's nothing else to see here, folks.
Well, hopefully that's not this year. Hopefully not. If you're still listening to the podcast, congratulations to you for one. If you want to have some of this damage that we've done to you mentally today undone with a life coach, check out today's sponsor, LisaLuxford.com. That's LisaLuxford.com for some life coaching help to get you back on track. Maybe you need help at work. You want to ask for that raise and you just don't know how to ask for that raise. Or maybe you're just trying to write a second book. like today's guest
Right.
show. So check out lisaluxford.com and get yourself a consultation. She can maybe help you get through that barrier with your life, break up with that boyfriend or girlfriend, or ask that girl out that you've been waiting to ask out but not knowing how to do it. lisaluxford.com. Check it out. Thanks. Anyway, so yeah, Browns Lions. Wow. That'd
be cool.
It's mental. I don't think
That'd be cool.
we'll ever see that shit. I don't think so. Well, hopefully that would be cool. Do you want to promote your book and then get on with your life?
Yeah, actually, a couple things. If you haven't already, go to jonasgarvin.com. All the links are there for my social media and the book. You can buy it, put a review up. I'll read it online for you. It'll be great. We'll have a good time. The Pandemic Papers, Rants and Ramblings from a Comedian on Lockdown. So go get it. It's a lot of fun. Also, for those of you in the Central Coast of California, I've got 3 shows coming up this week up in the Morro Bay area. Ticket links and all that stuff are on my website, jonasgarvin.com.
Check them out.
And for anyone living in Los Angeles that wants to help out the victims of the Maui fires, Sunday, September 17th at the Hollywood American Legion, we are having a luau. That's right. Cheap drinks, cheap food, lots of raffle prizes and stuff like that. And all the proceeds are going to Boise State and to the Maui fire victims. So that's what we got going on. But all the info can be found at jonasgarvin.com.
Do you still do that shit down at the Trip? I forget what it was called.
The Toys for Troops?
Toys for Troops. That's what it was.
Yeah. You know what's funny is we're actually doing it at the Legion this year.
Oh, nice.
This will be the first time we've done it there. Yeah, because I think the veteran benefit would be a little more suited, doing it at the Legion.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, and plus it's closer to home. And the owner of the Trip, I just talked with him a couple months ago. Looks like he sold the place, or he's about to. He said a bunch of guys from actually Britain who just want a place to drink, so they're buying a bar. And he's like, I can't pass up the offer, and they're just buying it to have somewhere to hang. So, yeah, this year it's going to be at the American Legion. Actually, that's December 10th. So we'll have information on that coming up. But yeah, so just like I said, but for all the latest and greatest, just keep tuned to jonasgarvin.com, and you guys go back to enjoying your lives.
The guy that lives next door to me rents the house just to come up here for the weekends and drink beer. He's fucking hilarious. He works.
That's rad.
He works down in London. He's a Doom Bar guy.
Oh, dude, I like him already.
He works down in London. His brother lives in the next town over, about 20 minutes away. So he comes up here for the weekend and just drinks, and then he fucks off back to London like Sunday night or Sunday. He's been gone. Like Sunday afternoon, he just leaves. He's hilarious. But the weird thing is, this is when the world gets really small, and it's a fucking trip. He's got an American girlfriend, right? Now this guy's in his 60s. They've been dating for, I think he said 13 or 14 years, and she had came over earlier this year, I believe. Now,
please tell me she's like 23.
Oh God, no, she's our age or my age, closer to. But she's from Royal Oak, and that's where I lived before I moved to LA. So she's a homegirl. She's up in East,
right on.
Yeah, up at Michigan, where Michigan State University is. But they're getting married, so now he's moving there. So
he's moving over here.
Yeah, he's leaving.
Well, land of the free, home of the brave, buddy.
Oh, man. What? How did we not talk about Donald Trump yet? Have you seen? I don't want to ask you about this.
I just can't, dude. I don't want to. I just can't anymore, dude. I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. Fucking fuck that guy. Fuck all his fucking dumb hillbilly redneck supporters. I'm sure he will be, and we'll have another 4 years of toothless wonders walking around jacking off with their AR-15s. I just can't anymore right now, dude. But next episode, we'll get into politics next episode. Don't put me in a bad mood on football Sunday, dude.
I don't ever want to talk about politics, but I just have to say to everybody out there, I'm almost certain that he's going to win. He's going to win.
That tells you the intelligence level of the American people. So
but your president now is the Walking Dead.
He's feeble as fuck, and that's what I've said that before, dude. Like this is the best you can do, and the fact that we need to outlaw this political party shit for one. I mean, get this two-party bullshit system. But I mean, god damn it, of all the super smart, awesome people we have in this country, this is what you come up with: an Alzheimer's patient and a fucking lying ass fucking con man. That's it. There you go. Okay, so get me a guest room ready, because fucking I've had enough, dude. And I've said it before, I'll say it again. If Canada wasn't cold, I'm fucking gone, brother. So, you know,
I'm not even getting into Canada. Actually, that's funny. The people that I had lunch with today, both of their kids are dating young ladies from Canada. A fucking trip.
You're just spread out all over the place today.
Yeah.
Look, you got people from Michigan, Canada. Got the guy coming from London getting fucked up on Doom Bar, talking to somebody in LA.
That's what's up, man. That's what you got to do. So, guys, thanks for listening. He told you where to go find them. Go find them. You know we are at where that thing on the screen says if you're watching at V3 TV UK. Going to be doing video again just because I'm not doing any video editing, just because. So you can find us on Spotify, on the Apple Podcast, anywhere you listen. We're probably there for you to listen. Or just go to v3tv.uk. That shit's right there on the website, son. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching if you're watching. And have a fucking amazing week. Stay human.
These ones or these ones?
Saw an episode of Intervention. And I know I'm fine.
Illinois, Mr. Robert Bobby McNeely. He is going to join us tonight.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to the show. My name is Elaine Zhang, and today I am here with Eli Seal, documentary filmmaker.
I need more. Welcome to The Only Way is Linda. Today I have a really special guest here.